What's up, horror fam?
You know what time it is.
Let's get into this. All right. Yes, we are here. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Horror Chronicles podcast, your favorite podcast. It's just me and JT at tonight. I know it's been a while.
We're lonely.
We're Mr. Lonely. I have nobody.
Wow.
Yeah,
Musical interlude.
I know a lot of music, I'm telling you. That's crazy.
Yeah, usually here lately we've been having a lot of guests and stuff, and we thought we'd just swing it on our own.
Yeah, it's been fun. I love talking to everybody else, you know. But yeah, we were like, you know what, let's just have a little bullshit session and talk about some stuff, you know. We did just got done having a little Horror Chronicles family night over here the other night and watched Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't want to get about
it in the studio on the big screen.
Yeah, big screen, i.e. the wall.
The wall.
The projector screen.
I remember when I was a kid in school and got in trouble in gym class, we had to do a thing called the wall.
To sit on the wall?
No.
We had to sit on the wall.
You had to put your feet up on the stage and your hands on the floor. And you had to stand that way.
Fuck that.
Oh, yeah. It was fucking brutal, dude.
But, probably not going to give any spoilers out on it, but I'll tell you this, man. I actually enjoyed it. The gore in this was awesome. The storyline, you probably could have, as far as, like, following it or whatever, I mean, I don't think it's that bad, but it's a zombie movie, guys. Just enjoy the fucking gore. And the, you know...
Well, and it did have a cool story behind it. I mean,
you
know.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're right, though. The graphics on this, man, there was a lot of blood.
A lot of good scenes.
A lot of, holy shit, I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, one of my favorite scenes, I'm not going to say it, but I'm just going to mention it. One of my favorites is the fucking... When the guy's standing on...
The jaw.
Well, that one's awesome, dude. But when the guy's standing on the zombie standing on the hood of the car, and the 50 cal.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, man, you won't be disappointed. I'm sure everyone's watched it already. I hear a lot of talk about it online already, you know, but I actually really enjoyed it, man. We've watched it like 4 times since it came out, so.
Holy crap.
Yeah, the boys are fucking...
They're hooked on
it, man. So I had to skip through the first 7 minutes. I learned that. The first 7 minutes, and after that, you know, just basically just a bunch of gore. You know, I like it's a zombie flick, guys. I mean, I don't know why we get stuck on this anymore. It's just like people have to fucking have. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, if you listen to our podcast, you know that we love, you know, good storylines, good plot twists, good, you know. I don't know, the movies that draw you in atmospherically.
Yeah.
But every now and again, it's nice to just have a fucking good old-fashioned
good time. I mean,
gore fest.
You know, this wasn't a comedy by no means. I mean, it was a action, thriller, horror mashup. Yeah. You know, this wasn't no Zombieland. But it also wasn't Dawn of the Dead either.
It was its own thing. I loved it.
It was its own entity.
Very entertaining.
Yes.
Very entertaining and very worth the watch, you know? Yeah. I mean, it's just like we said, it's one of those movies that you're going to have fun, you know, watching
definitely.
it, you know? Definitely. Unless you're one of those snobs who just, I can't, the storyline is just, it's like, man, just enjoy things getting their heads blown off.
Don't dwell on it too much.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, anyways, guys, I would highly suggest that one. I mean, if you haven't watched it yet, I'm sure you guys probably have, but if you haven't, definitely check it out. It's worth it, you know? You know, something I've been reading about that I'm checking out, it's kind of interesting, is that they're bringing back ghost hunters.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get into that a little bit.
Cool, me too.
Did you see what they've done with it, though? And
I seen that, okay, from what I've seen so far, is that they're bringing back Ghost Hunters, the show, with the original cast, aside from Grant's not going to be on there. Right. I wish I could fucking see what the hell's going on with them.
Right. So for me, it was kind of weird. You know, I actually saw the post and I was like, "Oh, ghost hunters! What are they thinking?" And I didn't really think too much about it. until I saw the post from Grant. And Grant was like, yeah, you know, they're, just so everybody knows, you know, they're bringing back the Ghost Hunter show with mostly the original crew. I'm not going to be a part of that. So my Ghost Hunters will no longer exist, but the old show is coming back, and it's been picked up by Discovery Plus.
I wonder if...
And I was like, what the hell? So he, you know, Jason walked away from it, and Grant started, you know, his Ghost Hunters deal. And, you know, Jason was doing Ghost Nation, and then all of a sudden Discovery's like, we're going to, wait a minute, we want to do Ghost Hunters again, but we want Jason Hawes in it.
Well, Grant and even in that post, Grant said, you know, that he wishes them all the best.
Yeah, there's no hard feelings or anything. But I just thought it was weird.
My thing, yeah, well, that's my thing. I'm like, I wish, I'm sure there's probably something I'm missing. I'm sure if someone's probably posted something talking about everything that's going on. But, like, I feel like there's, I don't know, I guess there's a bad breakup. Yeah. You know?
Well, it happens from time to time.
So it's just weird because you would figure Grant would want to be part of that if everything was cool.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because, I mean, hell, if they're bringing it back to that, that's a perfect chance for him to jump in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, I mean, everybody knows. Like, most of us people listening to this podcast, you know, we were Ghost Hunter fans. And you know that fucking Grant and Jason just had a great fucking chemistry, yeah. You know. They worked well together, and we enjoyed it, you know. But who knows? I just thought it was kind of cool that they're bringing it back the old school way.
Yeah.
And I think Jason, I'm going to look into it, but this is just me speaking for myself. I got a feeling that maybe Jason had something to do with that because people were complaining about not being able to get Disney Plus and things like that.
Right. Okay.
So maybe he was trying to work it out to where everyone could enjoy the show still.
Oh, you mean Discovery Plus?
Or Discovery Plus. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Discovery Plus.
Discovery Plus. You have been confused with the Disney.
Sorry. There's so much crap going on with Disney.
There's so many pluses out there.
Yeah, it's just plus this, plus that. But, you know, Discovery Plus, I know that I've been on the chat rooms and stuff, and people have been talking about, like, Ian Jason's been commenting on it, you know. They have no control over that.
Right.
You know,
they don't.
Things like that.
They don't. So, I mean, that's strictly a network deal. But it was just kind of bizarre how that all, in my mind, it was kind of bizarre how all that played out. Yeah,
you know, it is what it is. We all want. It's weird to me too because I love Grant, I love Jason. Mm-hmm. We all like the show, and we were like, oh. At first, when I didn't see Grant's post first. I seen the post from Steve actually posted some stuff up. And I was like, oh, cool, they're bringing back the old school stuff. I'm like, oh, so and saying as most of the original members. I'm like, awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Because Grant was doing some stuff, you know, with that Ghost Hunters thing. So I'm like, sweet. Maybe they're gonna fucking get back together, dude. That'd be sweet, man.
That would be cool.
We're getting the band back together.
Yeah.
But who knows, man? It sucks, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, I'll still watch it.
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I liked fucking Ghost Nation, you know.
Yeah, me too.
So, look at my shiny forehead.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but it's hot in here.
I'm all right, but yeah, you know.
I got the sweats.
I got the meat sweats.
I do have the meat sweats. I've been eating barbecue all day.
We barbecued the shit out of some stuff yesterday. Oh man, my stomach is like
full as a tick right now.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. I think it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Definitely.
See some of the older. I wonder if some of the other members are gonna come in. You know, from the original crews.
Maybe.
Who was the guy? Okay, do you remember the very first season? Who was the guy that worked with fucking Steve all the time? He ended up leaving. Do you remember him?
He was like a short, skinny guy.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
What's his name, man?
For some reason this popped up in my head. I'm like, who the fuck was that guy? But yeah, man, I like.
That would be cool to see some of the old members.
I don't want to see your old member.
You're getting ready to see my old member. I'm gonna whip it out and wave it at you.
Oh man.
Okay, maybe poke it at you, but
so have you seen some of the new trailers and sneak peeks of the Devil Made Me Do It?
Yes.
What are you thinking?
I think it looks like it's going to be pretty good. They went a different direction than I thought they were going to go. When I saw that initial teaser trailer, I was like, I don't want a courtroom drama.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're actually going a different direction here with this. So I'm intrigued. I want to see it. I still think they should have done Amityville, but that's me.
I need to look into this. Before I get on to that, I think it looks like it's going a good way. Some of the scenes they've been showing are pretty creepy, so it looks like it's going to be interesting. But I want to check out and look into Andrea Perron's deal she has going on.
Yeah,
because I know before she said she had like a 3 to 6, I can't remember, movie deal. To tell her side of the story, the parent side of the actual Conjuring story. So I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything else about it, but I haven't really looked into it as much either.
Right.
But with the whole COVID thing, I don't know what's going on with it now. So
how all that played
I think it'll be cool though, because when I heard her story, I think I first heard her story on Real Ghost Stories Online. Yeah, Tony Bruschi had her come on. And she said, that it's the movie, the Conjuring movie, wasn't even as crazy as it was in real life. Yeah. She said there was some pretty crazy stuff. Well, we all know everyone has their own issues, picking sides on whatever with the Warrens and whatnot. Right. I'm not really here to pick sides. It's, it is what it is.
Yeah,
we weren't there. We don't know what's going on. Evidently, they were
made for a hell of a movie, though.
Yes, and evidently they, are well known. They've done all these awesome cases,
right?
So evidently they had, and
a lot of people haven't even heard of.
Yes, yeah. So
if you think that all they did was the Perron family and the Enfield incident, you were gravely mistaken.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. So and it goes with anything. Everyone has their sides, and I got no time for that crap.
I ain't got no time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I just want to see some good ass freaking horror. I'm ready to see some better horror movies, some more creepy movies. I've been watching stuff here and there. I've been watching a lot of older stuff. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just
older stuff.
Well, it just seems like anymore that's where you got to go to get that fill.
Yeah.
That's the way I've been looking at it. It's like it's like going back to Old Faithful. It's like I know this one's going to do me good.
Yeah.
You're
going to get a rise out of The Conjuring. Poltergeist.
The original.
Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
All of those films.
Man.
And a lot of times we gravitate back to those because it satisfies that itch.
Yes.
It also takes us back to our childhood.
Yeah. So, nostalgia is always going to have that big major part in it,
For sure.
That's like, I did start watching this. I've been trying to catch on to some shows, some TV shows, Netflix shows, things like that. And they have one called Daybreak.
I have not watched that yet, but I've seen the trailer.
I just started watching I literally just watched the first episode of the first season last night. It's pretty cool. It's
isn't it like kids in high school kind of?
Well, basically what it is like so. I think it's like a nuclear fallout or asteroid or something happens, and but what's crazy is that whatever it was that happened. It only affected the older people, so anyone at 18 or over, turn into these what they call them, ghoulies or something like that. And they look normal, and they walk around like normal, but they feed off of stuff. So they talk about the last. They sound like they're talking to each other, but it's literally just the last thing that they were thinking about in their head before it hit them. And so, you'll see him, there's this kid telling the story. So basically, then the rest of all the kids are living in fucking lap of luxury, you know, because they take over everything, and like they got these little gangs of kids that do. It's pretty funny.
It's almost a Village of the Damned feel.
It's like Village of the Damned meets Mad Max.
Okay, all right.
You know,
Children of the Corn.
And children, it's pretty cool. It was interesting. I'm gonna watch more of it. It's funny. You know, it's got some cool aspects.
Well, maybe I'll have to check that out. I kept kind of pushing it to the back burner because I was like, I don't know.
Well, so have I. I've been,
we've been watching a lot of stuff. We just finished the first season of that Jupiter's Legacy, and it was pretty good.
I've seen it on there.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty good.
So like I've been trying to see. One thing that's cool about Netflix, as much as I hate the fucking system, but no, one thing that's cool about Netflix is that they got a lot of like, you know, cool little shows that come on there, you know.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I've been catching up on. I haven't watched Jericho, so I've been catching up on that.
Chris Jericho?
Yeah. Oh. Fozzy. No, the show Jericho, which is pretty cool. I've been trying to watch, what's that damn one? It's got the guy that played Superman in it. The Witcher.
Oh, yeah. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Witcher. I've been watching that. Pretty cool.
New season of Lucifer comes out on the 28th, which is just a couple days from now. If you're caught up on that. I'm
glad you reminded me, because something I was watching and I quit watching just because I've been so fucking busy, but now that I have a lot more time on my hands, I'm going to start finishing up is The Strain.
The Strain, yeah, that was a good one.
I fucking watched the first season, half of the first season, like boom, boom, back to back to back, dude. I'm like, fuck, I love this show.
Yeah.
And then I just got so busy with all kinds of shit.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. It really is.
Yeah, it's a really good one. I have to get caught back up on that one. So this one's pretty cool. It's this, you know, it's like I said, there's so much going on in the fucking world. I just need something to get me away from the fucking monotony, you know? I can watch a dumb movie and be cool with it. You know, I don't have to, not every movie has to have a fucking storyline and with all this. Now, as much as
there's a lot of movies we watch that are like that.
Well, no, as much as we love them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I can also watch one and just fucking laugh at somebody getting their head lopped off or whatever the fuck happens, you know. Like, you know, in this one, this Daybreak, there's a scene, this kid's got like a sword, and he runs into these little cliques of, you know, kids. So there's these golfers, right? And this golfer's all like getting in this kid's face, and they're super nerdy or whatever, you know. And he's like got his hand up and he's like, fuck you, you know, laughing at him and stuff. And the kid takes a sword and he shows him, he's sitting there and he's thinking, because he narrates the show too.
Right, okay.
And he's thinking, and he's like looking at the finger and he's looking at his sword and he's going to just chop his hand off, you know, make it look real cool. And he like fucking shink, and he says, and it sticks in his hand.
Oh,
hits the bone. And they're sitting there talking to him. He's like, did you mean to do that? He's like, I meant to chop it off. It's going to be real cool. Like, it's like stuck in his hand. It's like it's stuck in the bone.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. It's just little funny things like that, man. It's fun.
I may have to check that out then.
It's something. Yeah, like I literally is just like, you know, Children of the Corn meets Mad Max.
Yeah.
But it's got that. You know, kids feel to it a little bit, but you know, it's pretty cool. It's funny.
Yeah,
it's worth it
awesome,
to take your mind off of some shit, you know. So I've been digging into all that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah.
Trying to find some. Actually, I've been trying to find a lot of shows my kids can watch. Like what's cool about, like with the Fire Sticks and stuff. If you go to like kids and the kids section and all that stuff, it's got a lot of old stuff that the kids might like. Like you know, Are You Afraid of Dark? R.L. Stein's, you know, a lot of Goosebumps. But there's a lot of movies that are on there, you know, that are older, like The Gate and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
You remember The Gate?
I actually watched that not too long ago.
Hell, fucking.
I hadn't seen that in a long time.
Well, yeah, look how fucking young.
What was Time Bandits?
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one, too.
I mean, in The Gate, look how fucking young. Oh, what's his name is? Stephen Dorff, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Look how young he is in that son of a bitch. He's what, 5 years, 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I mean, cool movies like that. I've been trying to find some of the old ones that that I watched when I was younger that I can remember enough to let my kids watch.
Right.
It sucks because I went and bought the Critters, all of the Critters.
Oh,
movies.
nice.
So
God, I haven't seen those in forever.
I picked up a whole like box set type thing at Walmart, for like $5.
Price is right.
But I can't let the boys watch it because there's like so much nudity.
Oh, there's a lot of TNA in those.
Well, the second one isn't that bad. The first one is like one of the alien dudes like takes the form of that fucking chick out of Playboy or something like that. But
I'd be into that.
Yeah. So they like it. I'm trying to find some stuff now that my kids can watch with me. And I mean, I'm not really worried about the gore and all that. It's just mainly the nudity stuff because my son's already obsessed with females as it is.
That was so funny. The other night, your wife's trying to figure out how to cover both the kids' eyes.
Yeah.
She's like scrambling. Finally, she's like, Ryan, get over here and help me. There's boobs a-bouncing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, needless to say. But that was I like that movie, man.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I meant to watch it again today, but I got tied up doing stuff. And
my boys literally just, watch Army of Dead again. Watch Army of Dead again. I'm like, God dang.
I do got to tell you.
Oh, God. Here we go.
I beat Resident Evil Village.
The
new one? The new Resident Evil?
The whole game?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I got all the way through it. Took me, I actually was slow going through it. I got about 15 hours on it. There's people out there beating this game in like 8 or 9 hours.
Holy shit.
But well worth the money. Dude, it was
do they have any
badass.
Do they have any like extra mode?
Yeah. So they have like 4 different difficulty modes, and then there's like a mercenary. Like I haven't completely beat it, but I got all the way through the story mode.
The mercenary mode is something I fucking love.
So very cool what they did with this one, It's not your typical zombie, because anybody that knows the Resident Evil franchise, Resident Evil was great up until about part 5. It started going downhill.
Video game?
Part 6 was horrible,
Talking about the movies?
No, the
video games.
The games. What they did with this is it was a continuation of part 7, so it's actually Resident Evil 8, The Village. It's kind of like a continuation of part 7. Part 7, they turned it back around back to its roots, kind of. In this one, what they did is they took some of the best parts from part 7 and the best parts from one of the greatest games, which was part 4. That's when they turned the corner and the game became beautiful, and they really worked on combat and all that stuff, and completely changed the way you play the game. And in this, they combined all that, and it was pretty cool. When you get towards the end of the game, it kind of brings everything together,
Oh, cool.
So you're like, you have that aha moment. You're like,
cool.
Oh, dude. Because in this one, it's not zombies. You're fighting vampires and mostly werewolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking cool, man. It was fun.
See that?
It was fun.
That'd be cool, man, if they would go that route like the movies.
Yeah.
Because I just watched.
They are supposed to be doing a Resident Evil reboot.
I watched I just watched Afterlife and Nemesis last couple days. But the animated ones are actually really good too. I don't know if you. I don't know if you've watched.
I haven't watched those, but I've had some people tell me that I need to watch them.
100%. I'm not big into anime, to be honest with you, but I enjoyed these.
You say that, you talk about anime. One of the anime series that I am into, based off of another video game, was Castlevania. Castlevania was really good.
So was that like a complete series, or was it just a show?
Yeah, it was a series. They just finished their 2nd season.
Okay.
So there's 2 seasons on Netflix right now.
Oh, cool! I'll have to check that out.
It's pretty cool, but it looks like you're watching anime, but Castlevania is all about Dracula.
Yes.
So it was really cool.
Well, that's
the
like
Belmont clan.
That's like with the Resident Evil ones. I can't remember the name of it now, but the two of them I watched. You know, the new video games like watching a movie.
Man, what was that one? Resident Evil Vengeance or
something like that. Yes, Vengeance. Yeah. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Something like that.
I watched both of those, and you should definitely something like that. You'll definitely like it.
No,
you'll definitely like it.
Now it's ticking me off. Now I got to go look.
You'll definitely like it because you're more of a video game head than I am. But it's nice. See, there's a bunch. See, those are games, huh?
Yeah, those are all the games.
There they are. Yeah, there's supposed to be a whole list of them. There it is, Resident Evil anime movie list.
Oh, Degeneration. That's what it was.
Okay.
They did Vendetta, Degeneration, and Damnation.
Yes. Yeah, I watched the first two. Yeah. But yeah, you know, they're pretty cool. Worth the watch.
Hell yeah.
Because I love Resident Evil, and I was sitting there going through, and I'm like, man, I've watched this one recently. I watched this one recently. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, fuck it. I will try these anime ones out. And they're good.
So, it's kind of funny. So the other night, you know, the fam came over and we sat and we watched this Army of the Dead movie on Friday night. Mm-hmm. After you guys left, I went in the house, and I usually always watch that Joe Bob Briggs Last Drive-In on Friday nights because they do it live on Friday nights, and then like in a couple of days it'll come out to where you can watch it on demand.
Yeah.
But so I walk in there and I turn it on, and the first person I see on the screen is Bruce Campbell. They were playing Maniac Cop.
Oh, hell yeah.
And what was fucking cool is he had Bruce Campbell there with him. And, he's been doing stuff different. What he does is he does stuff kind of like how we do with Zoom. He'll have a TV screen with them on the TV screen while he's talking to them. Dude, it was really cool. Him, him and Bruce talking to each other.
Yeah, Bruce is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
He talked about
the chin. He kept calling him. And then, Maniac Cop, the actual cop in that movie was that Robert Zadar, which he had the big chin. Too,
yeah.
And he died a few years ago. I think it was about 8 or 9 years ago.
Is that part one? It's been a very long time since I've seen Maniac Cops. I know there's a few of them, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. But was it part one, the one where he's outside the sports bar and they all get they come outside with like bats and shit like that?
See, I don't remember because I don't remember those movies that well.
Yeah.
And when I walked in, it was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was over halfway through.
I know
that's
that's
almost to the end of the movie by the time I realized what was on.
I know that's part of it. It's just been a while.
So it may be. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've watched it.
Me too. I need to get back into some. I've been trying to catch some of the other ones, Like, do you remember Man's Best Friend?
Oh, yeah, with Lance Henriksen and Ali Sheedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were, I was just talking to somebody about that the other day.
Yeah, well, I got that movie. I actually got it on VHS. It's cool. You get some, my buddy has a fucking shit ton of VHS movies, man.
Yeah.
I need to get him on here because he wants to talk about, like, the old VHS horror and shit like that. Yeah. I've been trying to get him over here, but he's selling and trading VHSs and shit like that. It's cool because those bring you back.
I got some VHSs on there. It ain't nothing cool, but actually, my wife had a bunch of VHSs. I had, I never really bought a whole lot of VHS tapes. When I really started buying a lot of movies was right when DVDs came out.
Yeah.
And I started buying a ton of them, and now I've got 1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, my wife's got fucking every Disney VHS there is.
That's crazy.
Ton of them, dude.
They open the vault, and you can only buy it once.
That's crazy, man. She got some of them expensive ones, too. Them Blue Diamond ones or whatever.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, some of those older...
I don't even know if I even have a VCR anymore.
I bought the boys a VHS and DVD player combo, baby.
I was in my toolbox the other day. I found a cassette tape. I was like, holy shit.
I actually have a old school complete tower set up. The dual cassette tape. Yeah.
Really nice.
Fucking turntable, fucking everything.
He's got 2 turntables and a microphone.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Where it's at.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, we don't know that at all.
2 MCs and 1, or 3 MCs and 1 DJ. Beastie Boys. But yeah, I got all my older guy I work with. He sold it to me, full tower and everything.
That's cool, man.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
That's cool.
He got some got a few vinyls from that he had, and a whole like old school black case. He opened up and it's got the tapes in there.
Yeah.
AC/DC, Zeppelin, all that stuff. You know.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
cool.
I used to have a bunch of cassette tapes. I got rid of all those.
But yeah, you know, I it's kind of cool when you get to watch. Sometimes when I'm watching an old school horror, like my cousin bought back in the day, he bought the Nightmare on Elm Street VHS set.
Dude, is that the one where
his arms are crossed?
Yeah, okay.
It was like $100 back then.
Yeah, dude, but that was a badass looking.
He's got. I'm gonna try to get it from him, but he's got that. I remember watching those, and what's cool about the old school, you just get, you know, what's cool.
You just need that to put on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah, but you know what's cool about listening or watching like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff in the old cassette is you get that classic kind of distortion whenever that, you know, that fucking, yeah, you know, and then like the sound distortion a little bit.
That's like the intro to the Friday the 13th game. It was done by this Gun Media, and the way their intro goes into the game, you feel like you're watching an old VHS tape.
I want to play that. I want to play that. What'd you have that on?
I actually
was that for the 4
download of that.
I need to get that game.
Yeah, you can pick it up pretty cheap now.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna fucking play that. You know, I don't play very much video games, but you know, I like them horror games.
Yeah.
You know, like Fear as the first horror video game. Right. Well, I guess Resident Evil would be the first one, but then I played Fear.
Resident Evil came out.
I remember, dude. I played that son of a bitch. I played that till fucking for months. Me and my buddy it's crazy, man.
Yeah, Resident Evil was on PS1, and I'm thinking that was around 96.
He got that, and then we played it for 3 months straight, all summer long, dude.
Yeah.
Got to mercenary mode, and then we just fucking play mercenary mode nonstop. Yeah. You get to pick which guy you want, you know, and all that good. Right. Yeah, I like that kind of shit, you know.
Hell yeah.
So.
I'm big into the horror games. Like I said, I just finished Resident Evil Village. Well, I'm not done with it. I'm going to go back through, and it's kind of cool. I went back and I bumped up the difficulty and went back into it, and it's a little harder. But the thing is now is once you complete the game, you start the game with all your weapons, and they're already upgraded and everything. So you're just walking through, frickin' mowing shit down. You know,
fuck yeah.
But they do get harder, and I got into a room when I went back into it and restarted it for I think they call it the plus play or something like that or whatever. When I went back into it, I got into a room, and all these frickin' werewolves start coming in. You know, I'm in a small room, and I'm looking out a doorway, and these werewolves are coming into the living room and coming towards me, and it's I'm just fucking taking them out and taking them out and taking them out, and I'm like, my God, they're never gonna stop. I don't remember that the first time I went through the game. I don't remember it being that freaking monotonous.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember. That's cool. That was cool about the Resident Evil is with all the little the puzzles you gotta do, things like
and there's
that.
A lot of puzzles in this one. There's a lot of Easter eggs and stuff in there too that throw back to the old games, and it's cool, man. They did a killer job on it.
Yeah, I remember on the first one, Resident Evil 1 on PlayStation. Me and my buddy were playing it, and
the acting was so horrible in that.
Well, I remember fucking we were stuck on this part where you had to get these. You know how you had to get the symbols all in the right.
Yeah.
And there were so many different dudes. We fucking would.
What I'm talking about the acting is when they first get to the mansion, and I know it's Chris has disappeared, and one of the guys he's walking through and he sees some blood or something. He's like, "What is this?" And the girl behind him is like, "What is it?" You know? I hope that's not Chris's blood. It's like, oh.
Gotta love it.
But, you know, you got to give props to Capcom. They did a great job with those games.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about Resident Evil all night.
No. Well,
but we can.
I'll tell you what else we're going to talk about.
But we can.
Yeah.
So, I know you saw this piece of paper laying here. I printed this out the other day.
Oh, man.
And I don't have my flashlight with me, so I don't know that I'm going to be able to see this damn thing.
Your flashlight?
My flashlight, yeah. Help a brother out here. So I thought this was really interesting. I ran across this on Yahoo of all places. CBS News did a poll. This was actually from March 23rd to March 28th of 2021. The question is, do you personally believe that there is intelligent life on other planets? Or not?
Yeah.
You know. The interesting thing is, 66% of the people that they polled believe in intelligent life on other planets. Mm. Now, what's crazy about that is if you go back so we'll just finish that out. 30% believe no, and 4% didn't know or didn't answer. I think when I read through the article, they had interviewed 1,000 people across the country. Mm-hmm. And then these are the numbers that they picked up. What was interesting about the 66% is it has grown in the past 5 years. It has grown by 21%. 21% more people believe in intelligent life in outer space than they did 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got freaking, the government coming out now talking about it. So
that's why I wanted to bring this up, because I don't know if you guys have seen what's going on in the news. Marco Rubio, who's a state senator, not our state, but state representative, sorry, he has come out to say that he is trying to get the government to release the information that they have about alien life and UFOs, or UAPs is what they call them now. Yeah. He is a big supporter of this ATIP.
Yes.
And now you've got the Navy, you've got these naval pilots that are highly schooled, highly intelligent.
Commander Fravor.
Flying multi-million-dollar jets out there, and they're flying around, and they're taking video, and they're seeing some of these weird phenomena, these unidentified aerial phenomena. That's what the government's calling it now. They're not calling them UFOs anymore. They're calling them UAPs. And they're doing that because they're trying to fuck with us.
Well, they're getting
some Alex Jones there.
Fuck yeah, my man, my man.
But what's interesting is these naval pilots are catching these videos. They're in a jet that I don't know how much them damn things cost. Billions of dollars.
Well,
and they still can't get a good camera shot on these things.
See, I'm glad you said that.
We talked about that.
Yeah, people say that. They're like. I was listening to a podcast the other day. And guy's like, well, how come we can't ever get, he's like, a satellite can read the printing on a golf ball from outer space, but we can't get a good picture. It's like, well, first of all, the cameras that they're using on these things are night vision or certain kind of infrared cameras, first of all. Second of all, what I want you to do with that golf ball that the satellite can see from space and read the numbers or whatever on it, I want you to take that golf ball. I want you to stick it in a fucking...
stick it up your...
I want you to stick it in a fucking propulsion gas-powered fucking launcher and shoot that motherfucker out there of about 900 miles an hour. And then tell me if you can fucking see it clearly and read it clearly.
Right. Oh, exactly. But you say that. Satellites traveling at 18,000 miles a second.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so it's all fucking, it's all weird to me. Whatever it is, whatever's going on is fucking cool though.
18,000 miles an hour. I'm sorry.
It's cool because like you know, it's kind of like if there is whatever it is, aliens, I think they're fucking whatever are already here. I'm a dimensions guy.
Yeah.
You guys know this shit. I'm a dimensional guy.
I believe.
You know, well, you know, my thing is that I think there's high frequency and there's low frequency. Fucking, some people call them demons. I call them whatever, like entities, whatever it may be.
Whatever will be.
Will be. But that's what's cool about this world is that we don't fucking know. But a lot of people have personal experiences. Dude, so listen to this podcast. I listen to a shit ton of podcasts, guys. I'm a conspiracy guy, conspiracy nut. You guys know that. But
he's just a
nutcase. But no. So there's a fucking podcast that Sam Tripoli does called Tinfoil Hat.
Yeah, yeah.
But I love it.
Mm-hmm.
He's also got like multiple podcasts, but he's got like Broken Simulation, and he's got Zero, which is like a spiritual thing.
Yeah, I tried to listen to that until I heard the guy, that Sanchez guy or whatever, talking about the freaking sun only being 400 pounds.
Oh yeah, but see what's cool about him is that he brings everybody.
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
And he just lets you talk.
Yeah.
And let you speak your mind and get it out there. You know, that's what he says. He's like, I don't fucking judge anybody. Come in here and talk about whatever you want as long as you're not threatening people or doing something stupid like that.
Dude, we need to get a hold of that guy and let's just talk to him about space all night.
Dude. Well, what's cool about this is he has people on there about near-death experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Like
I love those kind of shows.
This guy, or this girl, this lady, she was 27. And she got hit head on at 75 miles an hour. What's cool about this story is that she talks about how right before the crash, she seen the car coming and knew it wasn't going to stop. And it was an old man, like 90-something-year-old man, 75 miles an hour, wrong lane.
Wow.
Hits her head on. But what's crazy about it is she talks about, like, as she was driving, everything slowed down when she seen the car coming.
Yeah, yeah.
And she said that she thought in her head that, holy shit, I'm going to die. This is it. He's not going to stop. And I can't get out of the way. And she said as soon as she said that she just left her body and was above the car, watching herself in the car before a crash even happened. Watches the car hit, watches her head go through the windshield, breaks her neck, watches her head go through the windshield, back in. She's all fucked up.
Right.
But she said that she didn't feel anything, none of that stuff.
Wow.
And she said that there was two beings. You know, no fucking wings, nothing like that. But there's two beings, and she's a preacher's daughter. She grew up in that shit. Right. And she said that
she grew up in that shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But she's talking about how they're telling her, you know, you have a choice. You want to stay here and do your thing or whatever, or you can come with us, you know. And she still chose to stay. And they said, basically what she said is that, you know, you're not just going to stay here without having certain things happen. So so what happened is now she's got this thing to where she can, like, read you and know your history and, like, know what type of person you are just by meeting you.
Wow.
And she's proved it time and time again, I guess, with people. But, like, she was saying that her father was a preacher, like I said. And before he passed, he had dementia when he was older, you know, Alzheimer's and stuff. And she said he quit talking for, like, I think a few months before he died. He just quit talking. And she said they were all gathered around there just talking, just hanging out, you know, and all of a sudden he just starts yelling, "Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. Can you see it?" You know?
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, what do you see, Dad? What do you see?" And he's like, "I see Mom. I see Mama." Talking about his mom, you know? And she's like, "Well, can you describe it? What do you see?" He's like, "It's prettier than anything you've ever wrote about," because she's a writer.
Yeah.
He's like, "It's prettier than anything you've ever wrote about, honey." And then he's like, "I see Mama." And then he kind of calms down. He says, he's like, "I see Daddy." or whatever, his dad.
Yeah.
And his dad supposedly was a very fucking bad, evil dude.
Oh.
Like, was very abusive, alcoholic, drug addict, doing all kinds of great shit. So what she got out of all this is that, you know, everyone's welcome on the other side. So for me, you know, what's cool about the whole story is just the fact of her telling her story about, you know, but like, everyone knows that I'm a dimensional guy. So like, you know, there's different planes of existence,
Right.
you know, whether you're going up or down, who knows? Like, that's how you are in life, you know. But there's a lot of cool stories about, you know, near-death experiences and stuff like that. And when you come back, you're more privy to the other side.
You're more in tune with it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I told you guys a million times before on here, like my son, man, he's another example of that.
Yeah.
My youngest. You hang out with my youngest?
Yeah.
Fuck, tell me, he's 4 years old, dude. Tell me, fucking, tell me.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid's just, he's something else.
The kid loves me.
He's just something else, man.
He is. He is.
He is something else.
It's funny. The other night we were watching that movie. He sat on my lap and just jibber jabbed with me all night.
And had a conversation with you.
And had full on conversations with me. You know, I mean, just
at 4 years old, like, he talks to me about stuff all the time, man. He's nuts. He tells me, he's like, Dad, I don't want you to get old, and I don't want you to pass away. And I'm like, well, bud, you know, but I think he's already been there and done that shit.
Yeah.
I think he knows, you know, because he's crazy. Because he told me he's told me that, and he said this just the other day, and I was like, oh, stop talking like that, bud. But he's like, I want to go back and see God. That's what he told me. Now, I'm not a very religious person, you know, but whatever it is, I know there's a higher something. Don't know what the hell it is, but whatever it was, he said that, you know, and he's just a special kid.
Wow.
And, you know, you hear those freaking stories about people who have past life regressions and things like that. We've talked about the Akashic records.
Right.
You know, and when you meet somebody and you guys just click, you know, that you're people from the past lives and things like that.
I saw a funny the other day. Guy said, I love it when Christians tell me, don't believe everything you read.
Yeah, you gotta love that shit. I mean, nothing against anyone. You can believe whatever. I tell everyone, whatever makes you a better person in life,
go for it.
Go for it. You know, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you know, hurting any.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be a douche canoe. You know what I mean? As long as you're not hurting nobody, man, do you. But it's funny because most of the nicest people I've met is through horror.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know?
I mean, look at some of the people we've been talking to, you know, Bill and Nathan and
Dave and Greg and fucking
And speaking
Tony.
of that, I want to give a shout out to our buddy, old Greg Amortis over at Land of the Creeps. Happy birthday, buddy.
Double time on the old.
Hell yeah.
But, you know, Tony and Jerry and all them, you know, it's just cool. That people who are in this genre and in this, you know, line of stuff, they're some of the coolest people you meet.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And we want to meet more of them.
Yeah, guys, so get your fucking asses on here. Let's have some conversations, man.
Definitely.
This has been fun. We just, you know, we wanted to talk about some...
We didn't have an agenda tonight. We just wanted to talk. We hadn't really had a chance to really sit and talk.
Well, you know, the thing is that we've been hearing feedback, and people like that. They like when we kind of just do our own thing, you know. So we are us. This is who we're going to be. And if you listen to us, thank you very much. We love you guys, horror fam. And if not, that's cool. There's a lot of fucking podcasts out there.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys can find something to enjoy. We're here. We like to talk to you guys. If you guys want to get on the show, it's very easy. Just hit us up on Facebook. Send us a message. Say, hey, I want to come on. We'll set it up, man. Very easy. Especially with the power of Zoom.
Yes, yes. We're zooming all over the place.
But yeah, guys, this has been fun, man. You're going to be seeing a lot more stuff going on. I made a big life change, and I'm going to be able to be more active with the podcast and other things that we're doing. And I'm
going to be lazy.
Yep, he's going to keep...
Why should today be any different?
Exactly. But no, man, I'm gonna be able to, you know, do more, be with my family more, and be a lot fucking happier. So
yeah,
that's all that matters, guys. But yeah, we love you guys. Keep an eye out on everything: YouTube, Facebook, all that good stuff. Thank you, Horror Fam. We love you guys, and as always, until next time, keep it creepy.